Hello, welcome back. It goes. Hello. I have doing well. Let me drink some water. Yesterday I got stuck at the ending E. Apparently. So, by the looks of it, I can tell that it's the actual end because the pod did say about wiping everyone's memory or something, which I have no idea if so I didn't sacrifice myself. I haven't finished. Did you see the you see the endings? I haven't finished. I couldn't get through it yesterday because I thought. So you see, I don't like playing with internet connection, especially when I'm on single player mode. So I haven't been enabling the network. So I was like, okay, maybe we can do that to the ends. So I did have to spoil myself a little bit. Apparently, you can't go on if you don't use the network. And problem is, I tried the network and I don't know if I said something with my router or something, which I'm not gonna fix that now. So I have to download the offline patch to go on. So we'll see how that works. Hear me? Make separated saves, and it'll be better to copy saves in the folder. I'm not gonna sacrifice my save. Who cares? I have to ask you a question. Do you love this game? Oh, wrong button. How do I? I pressed the wrong button. I'm a selfish person. Sure. Hear me? I'm sorry. I'm not. For some reason, I'm not immersed in this game. I guess I can talk about it now while we wait for it to load. It is a good game. It is a good game. I 100% agree about that. But the story itself is not immersive to me at all. Or maybe it's the opposite. I'm too immersive, right? Because I kept engaging with the story. I kept trying to think like, okay, what's gonna happen next? Why is this happening? Blah blah blah. All the time. And I guess the answer is it just happened, Lamau. The logic virus. That's apparently that's a Deus Ex Machina, I guess. We need that to move the story along. We need the bunker to be explored so that Nian S will be a rampaging android. 2B has to die too to serve that purpose. Why did Logic Virus didn't come to be at first? No idea. Why did they choose now? Also no idea. The machine, the late girl says that the machine network want to evolve, so they want combat data from Yoliha. Cool. I accept that, but then for what reason they said, nah, I had enough. I guess I'm just gonna explore the bunker. We'll explore the human server too. Why we at it? Why? No idea. Despair, I guess. I don't know. Like individual scenes in this game, they are amazing. Like from opening, squadrons, boom boom boom, you do things amazing, very fun. First time exploring the city, that's also excellent. The worlds are gorgeous. There seems to be mystery about, like, okay, why do the machines suddenly being able to talk, at least from Yoriha's point of view? Why Pastorale is the way they are, why the cultists came to be, why each of them have different cultures. The two red girls, and they started to argue with each other. One wanted to continue fight with Yorha, and other wanted to destroy enemy. But okay, then why? But at first they didn't fight with each other. It was the part overloading the logic. Did they not? Which led to two girls fighting. Like at the start, the two girls weren't fighting, were they? But at that time, the logic virus has already boom, the bunker for zombie zone, and it did that after Adam and Eve got defeated for some reason. So what was that about? Do they still want to evolve, or is it just we are evil now, or is see, I'm still confused, and I'm taking everything in the intel at face value, because I'm not gonna say that the written words are lies, because that would be really horrible. Because like in Umineko, they specifically have laid truth so that you can't just doubt the words, right? So I'm going to just take all intels at face value, and at least as far as I skim from the word, that seems to be the late girl's goals. Is that they want to evolve somehow. When they create Yoruha, the two girls didn't fight with each other yet, so we can definitely take that as their mutual consent that they create those to get combat data, presumably for evolution. But when Yoruha managed to, well, to be fair, it's 2B and Nian S managed to defeat Adam and Eve, I guess we don't need them anymore, Lamau. Boom. Logic virus, dude. How fun. And it never explained how Adam and Eve come to be. It's just that, oh, we can do that. Yeah. They just happen. Alright then. This cannot continue. That's it. Very cool. Why did the culture evolve to those cultists about the gods? No idea, it just happened. Okay, what about when Nian S says about the machine never tries atom mode of government? Like if they go authoritarian and they fail, they will always do the same thing. No idea. But evolution, Lamau. Oh, alright. Like you see how it doesn't make sense, but individually it's really good. Like the cultists, the first thing logic virus was implanted to bunker by androids on the moon base. Lakers just hacked it and found there are logic virus. Logic virus was implanted by androids or by the Lakers? Okay, then where did the Lakers come from then? Now it might make even less sense. We had android on the moon base. Are they the Yorihas? Are they the different androids? Are they the Pecans? That guess was Alien 7's. They're the terminal for machine network, right? They just hacked it and found. So when did they do that? And why did they suddenly able to do that? And why did the tower just sprout afterward? Is that by the power of Yori has hacking as well. Why did they decided to bully Nian S specifically? You see how there's so many questions, and if the answer comes from outside of the game, my criticism is still valid, because the game should at least be able to stand on their own, at least on their main point of the story. It comes back to when I argue about Subnautica EULA. I am not supposed to go through all the supplementary data just to understand one game. Now, if the argument is the entire Nier universe is a good story, then I probably will agree with that. But for Nier Automata as one game, I have to respectfully disagree. They didn't just activate it to prolong the war. They wanted to study human and evolve. The result of studying was Eve and Adam. And why did they decided to activate after Adam and Eve is kaput? Your hand wasn't needed anymore. Why are they not needed anymore? Why? What is the sudden change in their heart? Okay, I have to explain this first. So in the game that is connected to the network, they would show a lot of messages from other people to cheer you up. Hear me? I kind of spoiled myself on that, but I haven't seen what happened afterward specifically, so don't worry about that. But I can kind of guess what's gonna happen. Did they decided that they studied enough? So if so, why? Also, thank you so much for answering, by the way. Because all I have what I saw in game, and I think I tried my best to read through everything. I might forget something, to be fair, but I still don't see connecting dots in the intels. Although if the answer is go do side quests, I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. Hear me? Side quests are unfortunately not that fun. I tried my best with 2B side quests, but I'm not really enjoying it that much. Yeah, you need a DeepSeek to understand everything. Yeah, but problem is, DeepSeek have to search from wikis, fandoms, and possibly Reddit and YouTube transcript. So we don't even know if those are true as well. So I hope DeepSeek has, what's it called? Evidence to that as well. Like, okay, your house wasn't needed anymore. Why? what in-game, justification was that? Like see the problem is even with current explanation, I am not buying what's happening. Wait, logic virus was implanted to bunker by androids. But logic virus already was there in Pearl Harbor Descent. Lily was the first documented, at least documented by anemone victim to have the you need a DeepSeek to understand everything. Yeah, but problem is we don't know if DeepSeek got the right information. I don't know. DeepSeek can be very very good at searching, but do I mind if you will quoting DeepSeek? Is it that long? Can it be shorter? But if it's short, then go ahead. Hear me? Maybe put it in quotes so I know that it's not you saying that. Hear me? DeepSeek can be very good at searching, but for things that have limited internet presence, they can be really horrible. I did try to ask them local politics in Asia, and since they have no English language, they fumble really hard on that topic. So you have to be a little bit careful, since I don't know if this game has been extensively documented by people. You just can't describe everything yourself. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. Hear me. But yeah, about late logic, really, logic wireless. But yeah, it has been there for a long time. When was Pearl Harbor descent anyway? Is it like 300 years, 1,000 years? I'm sorry, I don't remember. Even though I read the novel thing. Owie, sorry, I did not pay attention, but I think it's going to be okay in the end anyway. There was first Nian S, and he found the truth about Yoriha and wanted to destroy everything, and he first planted virus into Yoriha, the moon, then Moon Android used it for Liu. I assume that this is not in the game. I have been told that there is a novel, right? That doesn't mean that I would be okay with what I have been told in this game, although I appreciate the extra context. Hear me? But the thing is, I assume that this novel has been written later, right? So it feels like authors post hoc rationalization to me. Like, oh no, we have a plot hole. Let me try to patch that in or something. Which is fine. But just that I can't just use that and say, okay, I am fine with this game now. That's still a no to me. That still mean that the author of the story of this game in particular has done not a good job at trying to make a coherent story from start to finish. Hear me? I'm trying to hold myself back because I don't want to descend into Tales of Rebirth ranting again. Hear me? When Yoriha is destroyed, combat data transfer to the next generation of Yoriha. So there are multiple Yoriha. Then, okay, the game doesn't tell us that, I believe. Although to be fair, there is a narrative reason that apparently the late girls kind of have it in for Nian S. So they were trying to bully Nian S. So they might not give us complete information. And that is fine. Hear me? Again, those are not in-game. So my criticism of this game storytelling still stands. Hear me? Adam, like, my main problem is that this game has a lot of moments where they pull things out of thin air, like Adam and Eve. Logic virus, still, they may post hoc patchwork it with the novel but in this game, it's just a it just feels more like a Deus Ex Machina just to move the plot along. There was 2A, not A2. The previous Yoriha, you think they told me that? I thought they told me that A2 is the prototype of the current Yoriha. So my understanding is that there are one Yoriha organization in the entire lifetime. Not that there were multiple Yorihas organization that appears and disappear. You mean? When you type the Yoriha is destroyed, I assume that you meant Yoriha as an organization, not the Android model. You mean? Because that would make no sense, because they just destroy the entire bunker. Not just one model of Yoriha. Oopsie. In the end, it seems that the origin of Adam and Eve is not explained in this game, and for whatever reason, they stop making more android-like machine life form like Adam and Eve for some reason. Like, is there like a resource limitation? I have no idea. The machine were given a simple and brutal command: destroy the enemy. E.T. Misclick. I don't know what misclick that was, but alright. But yeah, the machine were given simple and brutal command. Okay, destroy the enemy. So destroy them. Problem solved. You accidentally press enter. Oh, you were not finished. I see. Understandable. The programmability of the machine to self-develop and evolve led to unexpected results. Over time, they began to question the creators' order, rebelled, and eventually destroyed the aliens. Which I presume that, I think that was in the game too. But presumably, they want to find meaning of their existence, right? Because that feels like the entire theme of the game. After destroying the creators, the machine realized a contradiction. Their main goal to destroy the enemy, require the enemy to exist. Yeah. So why logic virus the bunker then? The Yoriha is the enemy in this scenario, right? I still see no convincing reason to blow the bunker. Now I assume that they too want to evolve, even during the what's it called, directive. That's why they create Yoriha to pressure machine evolution. Cool. So when Yoriha destroyed Adam and Eve, isn't that like a prime reason to pressure for evolution? But the result is, nah, let's kill the android, the Yoriha people who might be the pathway to evolution somehow. To find its way, the unified network of machines split into many independent groups, each of which shows its own vector of development. When does let go factor into this? But do you at least agree that the plot, I'm not sure if it's called plot point, but the events that happen in this game seems pretty random. No additional context were added or explained in the game. Here's what I think the writer is trying to do. So when I look at this playthrough of the credit, I saw people crying. So, and it appears that this seems to be a widely agreed sentiment that the story is a sad one, and I agree. The story is sad, but do you see me crying at all during the playthrough? I did have a moment of solemnity when 2B was squeezing very hard Nian S throat. That was genuinely sad, but I don't shed a tear when Ushinomiya Jessica got killed as well in Umineko, because I'm not emotionally invested enough in them, because the story makes no sense. It feels like everything just happened because it happened. It just happened. It feels like the story is a excuse to propel the characters to do things that make us to elicit emotion from the players, and that's okay, but it doesn't work on me, unfortunately. And I have cried while watching anime. I have cried when watching Granat. I have cried when I watch Angel Beats. I have cried when I watch Little Busters. I have cried when I watch someone play The Walking Dead by Telltales season 1. So yeah, I'm not heartless, I think, but this game for some reason doesn't really do that to me, because, and I think it's because this game story feels like it's random. That means, and it's like mystery genre when things just randomly happen, when the real murderer is someone who comes out like 10 seconds before the story ends. You think it's not fair. You think that anything goes, which means you will think that, okay, nothing matters anymore. Things will just happen. Let me just cruise through the story. That's the danger of a story that doesn't consistent with itself. I'm not saying that fantasy story is not believable. Little Buster and Angel Beat is definitely supernatural in nature. The Walking Dead is about zombies, and we know that zombies don't exist. But that doesn't mean that we can't be immersed into it. But in this game, everything just suddenly happened. Oh, I guess we need to press a button to make emotional like falling down a cliff. Push a button, bunker explode. That's how it feels to me. I have enrolled into a university course about comic study, and I'm sorry, I haven't read your chat. 1 second. And it does says that a story will have ups and downs moment, and at some point it will be down so low, so that when it goes up again emotionally, you will feel catharsis, and that's fine. Even despite me knowing that, I still cry in those animes. Like those animes I watched after that class. So it's not like me analyzing the story makes me heartless. No, I can still empathize with the characters inside the game or the anime. But because this one, since anything goes, and for the entire playthrough, I kept asking Christian, why is this happening? Why it happens now or at the time? So it's like I kept asking what, where, when, why, how, like all the time in this game, which I think is I think people would say I'm not immersed enough, but I feel like I'm expanding my expanding maybe the wrong word. I am showing my intention that I want to engage with the story. I want to be immersed with the game. I want to understand the world, but the game kept not giving those to me. That's why it feels really hollow. So my point is this game too random. There's no explanation to the randomness. Sometimes the randomness is the point. One example is Alan Wake, the dank presence, the dark presence. Dark presence, not for meme. Dark presence, but those are explained that the lake has some evil energy or creatures, and they will do everything they can to twist Alan Wake's story to further their goal. And so far, the goal is to extend their influence, not just in the lake. So sorry, I don't remember the name of the lake. But they want to spread more. And everything, the wackiness, the horrors in Alan Wake games are all in service to that. So even though it feels random and supernatural, there is a rule to those seemingly randomness. Sometimes random horror is a deliberate choice to unnerve the people of the lake. How do I know that this lake had this presence, or it was written by Alan Wake in the first place? Because Alan Wake told us, but this is fictional, so I'm not going to apply like the same evidentiary standard as I do with the real world court of law. So far that is what the game show us. We saw that the lake is evil. It pulls his rifle in. The game have not showed that people inherently has power on their own. So it would be... So if in the end, like if Alan Wake 3, Sam Lake, the creator, decided to tell us that, oh, actually, Alan Wake have this power on his own without the dark presence in the lake, yeah, I would be mad too, because that came out of nowhere. So yes, that if the rule is not followed, people will be mad, of course. And back to this Nier game, it seems that there is no rule. Things just happen. Adam and Eve just yoink. This cannot continue. To be stabbed, the Adam and Eve pops out of Adam, what's it called? Stomach for some reason. Why can they do that? No idea. Why did they stop doing that? Also no idea. Do I know the plot of Alan Wake 2? Not yet. Hear me? Try not to spoil that because I might be playing that in the future. I'm actually actively avoiding that. So if you want to see me play horror games, that is your best chance, hear me? Because I really like Alan Wake 1. Hear me? I assume that you asked that because Alan Wake 2 might subvert the rule. Then it is on the author to convince us that this reversal or maybe retcon, maybe modification to the rule does make sense. It has to recontextualize what happened in the first game as well. But if we are going to compare Alan Wake 1 to this game, Alan Wake 1 survived on its own merit. You don't need to read any novel. You don't need to play American's Nightmare to get the complete enough story in Alan Wake 1. Hear me? There's a cliffhanger, of course, but you understand what's going on and you understand what might happen next. Hear me? Your comment didn't have any spoiler. I know. I just what's it called? Reading into implication. Hear me? I haven't read your previous comments, so sorry. Adam died because in his curiosity and arrogance, he disconnected from the network and was killed by 2B. What does that mean? If, on the other hand, was distraught over her brother's death, a purely human and irrational reaction that led to his demise. I'm sorry, that told me nothing. I'm so sorry. He died? He disconnected from the network. Okay, but he didn't really die, didn't he? Because in the D, is it C or D ending where Adam talked to Nier S in the novel section that do you want to come with us to the Ark to go to space? I don't know what's that about. But I think Adam still live on in the network in some form. Maybe not the same Adam, and that's fine. Did I not read the other? Adam and Eve, they were created by N2 network. I presume that that's the latest as the pinnacle of evolution, machines that had acquired human form and emotions. Yeah, but the explanation is not complete. They create that. Cool. And you know what? They don't have to tell me how, because they don't have to explain any science fiction terms to me. That's too much for any authors, for me to demand them to do. But all right, they do that. So what's stopping them from doing more? Why not create John? Why not create Johanna? Or whatever the names are in the Bible. I don't remember. So see what is see my point. I guess if we want to reduce my arguments to the simplest form is, what is the reason for everything that's happening? And why does it not happening more? Adam and Eve are there as a pinnacle of evolution, I believe that 100%. They are the best of the best machine we will ever find in this game. But for whatever reason, they're just the only one. I guess we can't make a new one anymore for whatever reason. And Yoriha, by defeating this pinnacle of evolution, the late girls believe that, alright, it's enough. We're shutting this whole shenanigans down. Which I don't think that makes sense. Like, what is their actual intent then? Do you want enemies? Do you want evolution or not? Pick a lane is what I'm trying to say. Oh, here comes the good part. I died in the marketing department, by the way. I mean, kept dying. The key point of the law is that the machine imitated humanity, not to build an eternal civilization, but to understand the very essence of human existence. Well, you say that, but the machines literally love aggression, don't they? And this essence included suffering, mistakes, absurdity, and death. By succumbing to the same vices as humans, they completed their cycle of learning. I thought this world has been in the war for 3,000, was it 2,000 years? It took them 3,000 years to understand all of those? Really? Like, is that more or less like human history? I don't know if I don't know how long do human history span out. So that means nobody has to do anything in this game because the late girls will simply just be fulfilled and leave this poor planet alone in the future. So what are we, why are we even doing all this then? Already says your hand is made from machine cores black box. That's true. There is a top secret intel that told us that the black box are modified from machine cores. You know? That is true. And yes, I am arguing that while fully knowing that, which of course might which of course make it possible that that Yoriha is a complete artificial creation of the machine, not that the Android, the secret council of Android made Yoriha. Besides, okay, the top secret thing that the late girls gave to us, which I may have to read that after this. I don't know why I keep pausing. I think I'm just gonna die and then get the power up. Then the launch of the Ark into space shows that the evolution of the oh there we go. In the connected games, there will be random people who sacrifice their self who show up here. So and then we accept the help, and then we become invincible. Practically. So I guess I can just watch the chat while doing that. Of course, when the orb hit me, it was the actual game would say that someone's data got destroyed. The real name, not just someone. I'll show the YouTube later. I don't want to be unfair to the game too much. Launch for the art interface show the evolution of the machine has reached new level. They have outgrown the war, outgrown Earth, and are searching for new purpose elsewhere. What remains on Earth is a merely discarded shell, like a chrysalis from which a butterfly emerged. Okay, that doesn't feel like Yoko Tako writing at all. I'm sorry to say. I don't feel like Yoko Tako writes like that. Or writes anything similar to that. I assume that's a DeepSeek own making. Wait, so they want to understand human, but they but all the things. Why does this understanding don't include positive emotion? Why are they all suffering? Mistake, death. Why? Now I have a possible answer to that, and that's because they are weapons, machine network. So all they understand is that it's war and suffering. So it makes sense, I suppose. But what about Pastorale village? Why is it a very small subset then? I think Pastorale village can be viewed as a test to see what happened when a peaceful village, a pacifist, has been threatened by enemies. Although in this case, for some reason, it's both red logics and a huge fleet of the machines. And we can see how Pastorale reacted from that. So, as an experiment that works, I suppose. Which then we would have to ask, alright, they want evolution. And Pastorale can be a testament to a positive emotion to that. But for whatever reason, they just decided to let logic virus the village out of existence. Do you see the inconsistency of the supposed logic? I don't know, that is applied in this game, even with our current understanding. Finally, it ends. Oh, that's what 2B said at first. Okay.
だが、その輪廻の中であがくことが生きるという意味なのだ。私たちはそう思う。ポット153から042へ。調子はどうか。
恥ずかしい。
恥ずかしい。
What?
恥ずかしい。
自己犠牲を覚悟して攻撃したにもかかわらず生き残っているからだ。これでは格好がつかない。
Yes.
構わないではないか。私たちは生きている。生きるということは恥にまみれるということだ。
その言葉は抽象的で現在の私には理解できない。要解析記録として保存しておこう。
ポット042に疑問を提示する。データサルベージは過去の記憶をすべて復元したのか。
そうだ。
この回収パーツ群も以前のパーツと同じ仕様か。
そう
だ。では再び同じ結末を招くのではないか。
その可能性は否定できない。だが違う未来の可能性も存在する。未来は 与えられるものではなく獲得するものだから。
Even the pod's final verse rings very hollow. The future will not be given. It must be taken. Well, except when the late girls decided to peace out, apparently, for no reason. Sure. Okay. Let's see. Yay, yatta. Let's see how the overarching theme in this game is not fulfilling at all. Huh. Despite us having the power of outside understanding as well. It's a excellent game. I like the combat system so much. I like individual scenes and story, like the cultists, the Pascal, the this cannot continue. Individually, those are excellent. I don't think I will ever see anything as good as that for so long. But when this story combined together to get to the ending, that's when it's okay. I guess it's because I didn't connect to the internet. That's fair. But I wouldn't I wouldn't give the save anyway, because first, this the E ending itself is a still drunken card. I will play it. Despite my criticism, again, I love this game so much. Maybe I'll reduce the volume, but I'll keep the main menu with us. So sorry, give me some second. All right. Now we can go full-blown ranting time. It's heartwarming. Let us get the after the true ending out of the way. That was heartwarming. Actually, I guess I have to see the what's it called, the what happened to people who delete the save then, and we will and we can talk more, but my mouse is not working, so sorry. There we go. Let me give credit first. If I will try to play it anytime soon, you save states, you beg me. Whoa, is it that hard? Oh, Yoko Taco, what were you doing, man? Okay, so this is the true ending as experienced by someone else. Humans called We Love Aspect. I will only get like a snippet of it. I don't know if you can hear the sound. I think you can. So that's how it's gonna go. I wish I can kind of full screen this. There we go. It's not hard, but some mission, if you die in real life. I mean, you start mission from the beginning, as you do, of course. But it's like the beginning of the game. I die, and there's no autosave. Cool, huh? Thank you, Yoko Taco. That, like, I praise the gameplay so much. So here comes the criticism. The beginning of the act, I guess, like the 2B act, Nian S act, like if I die or I deviate from the path, oops, start from the beginning. Have fun. Really? That scene is probably like 30 minutes. Don't forget to bring oil to your bro. Yeah, like what the hell, man? Hume? So we get to this scene because the pot somehow gain emotion. I don't care how and why. But it does raise question, like how are the late girls don't gain emotion as well, because they see way more than what the pots see. But the late girls, they can't have emotion. That's illegal. Also, it comes to this point because the pot is trying to resist the. You don't understand pot thing too. Me neither. The pot, the internal programming demands that that all Yoriha data has to be deleted after the project is complete. This also further make me understand that that Yoriha is not of human or human faction, aka the android making, but it was the machine making to further their evolution, because a machine yoink the data and then delete everything. That seems to be what's happening. Your is from Android. Do we know that because what? The machine just used Yonha. Where did it say that though? Okay, when we say from Android, I'm afraid that if I ask which Android, I might spoil. I might be inviting spoiler from other games, and okay, that's fine. But from this game alone, I can interpret the information in either ways. Let's go with that. Hear me? I don't know what supplementary Ding Dong or other games says, but that is a possibility. But you know what? It's not really important, like whether who made Yoriha, because my criticism still stands that things that happen in this game happen just to make the plot go forward for apparently almost no reason. That is still a valid criticism to me. Where have I? Oh, about the pod. So the pod is trying to resist the internal programming to wipe out the datas, the Yorihas. Well, only I assume it's only Nian S, 2B, and A2 data. Immediately, one question would be, so apparently pod can store data. Okay, so you can say to the other players, and we saw what happened to that. What was I gonna say? So the shoot 'em up scene is the pod resisting the purge protocol. Now, for no reason, you need a network connection supposedly to the other player. What what does that mean from the in-game narrative point of view? Like the network, the other people, the other players has no apparent interference to this game story, but for whatever reason, they are now the most important factor to the success of the plot's defiance somehow in the E ending. I already saw like what is the implication of this network thing. I'm not sure if it's a actual meaning, but they said it is to make us understand that some problem cannot be solved by one person. You need to rely on a stranger's kindness to go forward. Does that mean the plot has any character development then? Like so the plot didn't accomplish the defiance to the programming on their own. They need, I guess it can be called literally ghost machine at this point because it's literally from outside the universe to help them somehow. Also, once Nian S wake up from his slumber, I'm so confused. Like why would he change? Or is it just because 2B is by his side? So what happened next? What happened if the logic virus infect 2B again? Do we just do things again like in the ending? I don't know what is going on there. Like even the most hopeful ending is not really hopeful to me, is what I'm trying to say. And in part because of there's no coherent, consistent rule or reasoning in this game. I think it's really ironic that I talked about the oh wow, the save is really gone. The menu is beautiful though. Okay, so that's you're making mistake into its name this whole time. Is that a joke? Sorry, I'm not getting if that's a joke. But yeah, we know that 2E is 2. We know that 2B is 2E. Hear me? Is that review? This is a joke. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, is that review important? I don't feel like it. A2 just drop in. Oh, by the way, 2B is not 2B. It is 2E, Executioner. Also, 2E killed you, Nian S, multiple times. Hear me? Like, why say that at that point? Never, A2 never once said that, okay, Nian S, 2B got infected. I have to kill her. I'm so sorry. Never once did she even try to say that. Instead, she said the 2E review thing. Like, am I supposed to be surprised? Like, also, what does it matter? Nian S has no memory anyway. like why tell that at that point? Again, I love this game. But yeah, the entire story makes no sense to me. I think I know what Yoko Tako is going for. So what is next? I don't want to promise too much, but at least it could be Metal Gear, but I guess I'm not playing that today. Oh yeah, you did say that. All right. Just Drunken God intro? Sorry, my mouse is not working so well. I'm not sure which one are we going for there. Is it a trailer or is it a intro? What do you mean, captured and remastered? Maybe, or is it just a song? I don't know how long does it take. Opening. Okay. Square Enix presents. Let me. The unsuppressed soul. Let's flow ocean of blood. D. Oh, A. Oops. The Watchers drink and race. Which you could read. That's a. Mighty generals hesitate beneath a crimson sky. Oh, for. Oh my god. Oh, the tears of goddess flow for lost trampers. What, the coming of the queen? For board, the coming of the queen. Alright. N or 2, I don't know. The dragon promise from the towers of Red Panda and White Force no one has seen. Where is this going? Wait, when was this game made again? It says this video is 16 years ago. I think it looks good. That's a waifu. Alright, I'm sold. Hear me? Hey, listen! So sorry. What? That looks like Leon Kennedy. It says they're telling me that she is evil. What? Okay, there is golems, or I don't know, machines, I guess. Dead machine, I would. What? Ah! What is this? Dynasty Warriors? This boy is he. Oops. So sorry. I assumed the gender wrongly again. Huh, he reminds me of Squall, I think, from Final Fantasy. Bonk! Alright. Why does it feel like Dynasty Warriors so far? Ah! Oh my god, the 12 FPS! Oh no! Ah! Oh my god! Okay, that one goes a little bit hard. My screen are burning. Alright, the game really reminds me of Dynasty Warrior. Hear me? I mean, it looks interesting, at least. Yeah. Need more waifus, though. But yeah, I'll probably play that at some point. Hear me? Don't worry about it. Like I said, despite the criticism, I of course still have high hopes for other games of his, Yoko Tako, at least. I might be more tempered in expectation when it's about the entire story, but at least I can take comfort that each individual little story or scene could be good. I will like the OST. That depends. But I really like the music of this game. Yeah. I think most favorite music is the one that played when I was reading the novel by Anemone. I think that one is the best one, I think. But I think most better music could probably be my favorite. Hear me? But yeah, I'm not immersed at all. And I guess I'm sorry, I guess. I tried. Where was I? I was talking about that the irony is that I talk about like basic reasoning during this game, and I think it matched very well with this game. I think I have skimmed some information on the internet. Yoko Taro, I don't think his intention was to make a game that is deep. He just want to make a game that is emotional, and it works on some people. But to me, it feels like he wrote what should happen first. Like he wrote like it feels like he wrote the to be squeeze Nian S throat scene and trying to walk back from there. Like how to get to this point, which would explain a lot, like why random things keeps happening without apparent consistency or reason. Or the ending itself, like Nian S and A2 would fight each other, and it would be sad because two of them will be characters that players are supposed to love and emotionally invested in them. And then they probably wrote back from that, which felt to me like what I have been criticizing people who have poor logic reasoning. Like they made pre-established conclusion and twist any evidence to suit that conclusion. And you saw how bad that went when people do that. And it's happening again. And I feel like it's happening again in this game. Like I as in the writer wants people to exhibit certain emotion, and I'm going to do as best as I can to write the thing to that point. I don't care if it doesn't make sense, but it will get to that. Damn it, that feels like what's happening. but yeah, I think that's the only criticism of this game, actually. So, if anything, I think my criticism is pretty soft because, again, individually, I love it so much. Like, if I'm going to evaluate Yoko Taro just from this game, I would say he would be amazingly good at writing short stories, but he would be horrible at writing anything like Lord of the Rings. So that's a compliment, by the way. Not that everyone have to write everything good. So I can clearly see what he's good at, what he's amazingly good at. But I also see what he's amazingly bad at as well in this game, which is unfortunate. Hear me? The plot tells I need to die here. I can't do it. That's how it feels. 2B has to die by Nian S. I wonder how to do that. Oh, I know. Logic virus. Of course. That's just what it feels like to me. And Nian S, he resisted the logic virus for so long, but in the first ending with 2B, oops, I am constipated. I am infected. 2B, you must squeeze my throat with left or something. So you see how there is no apparent consistency in the in the writing at all. The things that happen seems to only be in the service of the characters to get to point A to point B emotionally, to extract emotion from the players. It's not inherently bad, but when done poorly, you get me, who was trying to understand the world and got amazingly distracted from this individual character emotion that I was like, what's happening? I think the entire game was like, what's happening? Why is this happening? Aki, beware, logic virus is after me. He took Yoko Tako already when he was writing this game. At least he reincarnated in SMU. No, logic virus will never get me. The plot doesn't require that I be infected by logic virus. Nobody will shed a tear if I got logic virus in 5 minutes. Hear me? Like, see? I understand this game now. Logic virus? When I said logic virus, it came out of nowhere. No. It came because the writer demands it so that you will feel the feels. Yeah. Yeah, cool. What was I gonna say before that? The 2E review. Like, please tell it in red to be safe. What do you mean to be safe? I like how the logic virus is also red in red eyes. Speaking of which, I might watch the anime later, but that's beside the point. The 2E review was really random, and it choreographed to me that A2 is not really rational at the ending. Like, not once did she try to tell Nian S that, I'm sorry, Nian S, 2B was infected. There was nothing I can do. Like, I'm sorry. Why is that? Why is that suddenly so difficult? Like, that one is like a soap opera quality. Would be funny if I make my model have red eyes too. You think I have enough diligence to do that? Nah. At best, I would be like just plaster some red color into my eyes. you think I have enough will and effort to do that? Never. The 2E. Okay. I did say about foreshadowing, and I watched the VOD, and I think one point where people would point to and say, oh, look, that's a foreshadowing, is the one after to be squeezed Nian S throat, and she said something like, "Why does this keeps happening?" If that's the foreshadowing, you have a poor reasoning. Specifically, you are overreaching unlimited evidence, because when she said, "Why does this keep happening?" I thought she meant like she's a combat model to be. She lost a lot of comrades, squad mates. We saw her just lost squad mates in the beginning of the game even. So when she said, "Oh, things are spiral or keeps repeating cycle," or whatever she said in the beginning, obviously nobody would think that, okay, it's a cycle of war. Now, I said that in the test stream that I think it was some kind of, was it test stream or first stream? I don't remember. Like, it's an infinite war perpetuated by the commander. And you know what? The game would be more logically consistent if the commander is actually the mastermind behind everything, like the machines, the logic virus, the bad things that happen. But okay, but I respect their decision to not make the commander the enemy, so that's fine. But yeah, if that's the foreshadowing to say that, oh, 2B was 2E, she kept killing Nian S, so that's so that's why 2B is a emotionless, try to be emotionless and like to angst about wow, why does this thing keep happening? Like, no, it's not. Like, that's like, I don't think that counts. Like, being I feel like if the thing about 2E has not been revealed at all, nothing changed at all. 2B will still be 2B. She still have all the reasons for her to be stoic and be distant to Nian S, or like Nian S, or whatever it is. So that 2E name drop was amazingly unnecessary and stopped A2 from doing the more rational choice of actually telling that no, 2B got infected. Nian S, why do you think I killed my fellow android, you ding dong? Like, all right, that's fair. Yeah, that's all the criticism I think I have about the game. Maybe let me check my bullet points. I did note already rudimentally bullet points, which I might not remember what I was writing about at all. But I want to get this out of the way so that I will not talk about this game again. Yeah, like, well, that works already. What do you mean it works already? I'm still me. I'm not attacking people. Hear me? Oh, about the what shall we say? Fashion sense of the Yoruha. People think it's fan service. Which I agree actually. But you know what? I think it works best as a foreshadowing that Yoruha, in the end, is it's not a serious organization. Like, look at how the operators dress. It's like they came out of BDSM fashion. Look at how the battle models or other models dress themselves. They don't seems to be 70% until succumbing to logic virus. Yeah, right. I have antivirus brought to you by Baidu. No, we screwed. So, you know what? The fashion sense is actually the best foreshadowing device in this game. That, yeah, Yoluha is not intended to be a serious organization. They're just here to fulfill a purpose of data combat, and they will die away. Hear me? I think that makes a lot of sense in that regard. Not that I take stock too much on that logic, because again, it could just be fan service or artistic license, right? But I'm just saying the people who love foreshadowing, that's your foreshadowing. I talk about character developments, which for the pod, it links hollow because you just grab the outside help anyway. So next time that happen, well, it is what it is, I guess. Also for 2E level, in game, 2B killed Nian S twice. First time it was not really killing. It was like mutual suicide. Detonating black box with each other. All right. Which also links back to the pod question. Like, all right, Nian S couldn't upload his memory to the bunker. Why couldn't the pod just save it and then run somewhere and upload them later? That's why I didn't know that the pod can actually store data or memory. But suddenly they can do it now in the E ending. Yeah. I don't know what's that about. So in game, Nian S got twice. So the black box detonation and 2B's throat squeezing. None of those were due to Nian S knowing too much, right? So there was no foreshadowing there at all, unless Nian S got logic virus because he knew too much, as we have seen that he knew too much. But wow, how convenient, he got logic virus. So throat squeezing time, plausible deniability, for no one except the player, I guess, just to obfuscate that 2B didn't kill Nian S because he knew too much, but it was because logic virus, of course. It's very comfortable to fight in dress and long skirt. For sure. You think there is information on the internet that Nian S dies 46 times to 2B? Those are Lookie's number. We gotta pump those up. Don't tell that to Nian S. He will hate that so much. I don't remember if I said that, but yeah, this game even the big evil of this game, they just peace out after they're bored. So it's not like I take back my freedom with my own hands. we vanquish the enemy. I mean, it doesn't have to be that, but then everything the plot says is really hollow. Like, what's called? You can't. Future will not be given. It must be taken. Except when the quote unquote God, the late girls, peace out, by themselves. Like, what do you mean it was taken? The late girls just peace out, man. No, there's no development for any characters, I think. To be, obviously, she died. Nian S, he got de-developed instead to just revenge bot. Yeah, I will kill everyone or something. A2, he got she got the memory from 2B via her thoughts. So I don't even know if it's 2B influencing A2 to spare Pastorale, because ultimately it was a choice given to the player, not that A2 decided by herself, like, all right, you seems a great guy, come with me or something. And why she decided to save Nian S, hear me? Also, if the machine network, okay, what is with my gender and wait, what? What is with my gender understanding ship? Oh, you meant the plug-in ship. All right. Did Logic let us got there already? I'm so sorry. Gender is not my strong suit. Hear me? I view every people gender neutral, if anything. Also, we want machine to evolve, but I will just give the EMP after Adam and Eve got. Do you need? You only had to defeat Adam and Eve before you think that EMP would be effective against electronics being like androids. Wow, that's amazing. Like, it took them 3,000 years to realize that they should use EMP. Really? Because all the machines, like even the weakest ones, suddenly have EMP after Adam and Eve got destroyed. So don't know what's that about. I know that it's for gameplay purpose, but the thing is, okay, I think I have too high an expectation because the game peppers. I hope that's a good word. Peppers philosophical point all over the games. Case in point, the weapon merchant in the Resistance camp, when and I predicted him almost verbatim, like, what if by repairing the weapons makes my comrade die faster? Right, that's a good point. The meaning of existence, which seems to be the overarching point, at least I hope so, because it seems to be the main focus in the ending, where then it was like, wait, everything is a lie. There is no council of humanity. Yoliha is going to be destroyed after they get all combat data. Oh no, what is the meaning of my existence? Ha 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 ha. Everything has no meaning, A2. Now let's fight and die. Existence, ponder, essence. Existence, I say. Hear me? what was I saying? Oh, and Pascal, pacifism, which now we see that I don't know if it's a subversion of it. Like, okay, you're pacifist, but when other people don't want to be pacifist, you're in a world of pain. Hear me? I think that's a philosophical point as well. Is there more? I actually skimmed some video because I realized that the name of some machine, they were named after philosophers, but I don't read philosophy books, so I don't get any reference. So there is a video that did delve into that, but I'm not going to react here. So I'm just going to say what philosophers and what do they mean in this game. Oh no, not that video. No, I'm not going to watch the video. Let's not do that. Let me see. Friedrich Nietzsche or Nietzsche's, I have no idea. The God is dead problem. Enlightenment and science have killed belief in God. Without divine guidance, human, which I guess in this game would be the machines and android, must create their own values. And Nietzsche says this would lead to body conflict because of imperfection. And I was like, God or no God, we will have conflict anyway because it stems from greed and our weakness in epistemic ding dong, because we will be convinced by the state apparatus, aka propaganda anyway. So wow, so deep. The video was about this game is very profound, by the way. So I finished criticizing the game, I think. Now I move on to criticizing the players instead. On Kamini Naru. Yeah. Which that seems like a straw man of the religion organization anyway, but I you know what, I have no problem with that. Immanuel Kant Kant's idea is that human cannot perceive reality as it truly is, because the machine tried to raise the robot baby for 128 years and hope that they grow to be the king, the next king. Like, oh my God, that's profound. Like, we knew that two people looking at the same exact information, they can come to different conclusion based on their experience, their intention, or their priority. Oh my God. Wow, I am 14 and this is deep. What? I need a game to tell me that? This philosophical point can already be understood by basic reasoning. You don't have to read any philosophy books, because I don't. So do forgive me if I don't get the references of the philosophers' name that were name dropped by the game. Did I have philosophy in university, by the way? Oh, I don't even know. I don't know if there is a major or minor in that, but I have seen elected course, but I haven't. Oh, I think it was because the timetable overlap with my what's it called? Force. Subjects that I have to study immediately, so I couldn't go with that. But I wish I had a load into that, but very unfortunate. But that's okay. Insufficiency of reason without God, Locke, Burke, and Kant. Multiple characters fail to create meaning through reason alone. Their attempts lead to despair, self-destruction, or mass slaughter. So some philosophers think that the flawed human needs God's guidance to act morally. In this game, it links really hollow because that's a God, and that God is the late girls, of course, or the machine network, or what have you. So that message clearly little miss the mark by the game. And why do we need God guidance anyway? I'm so confused. Pastorale's wager, Blaise Pastorale's belief in God just in case, which is a wager. Since machines have no divine link, so there is no heavenly reward. So nothing stops them from succumb to resentment and violence when life becomes too painful. Which is I don't know if that's an argument at all, right? I don't know why God. I didn't know that the philosophers argue using God at all. I do wish that they use rationalization or rationalism more. But this theme of we need God to be our moral guidance just feels like shifting responsibility is what I'm thinking. Like things I did is not because rationalism. Thank you. That things I did, my moral code is not me. It was the God. Like, are you so incompetent as a human being that you can't even have your own moral code or coherent values by yourself? Like, why do you need God? Which, when we talk about God in real world, it just means the religious institution anyway. So you're saying that human needs to outsource? Oh, not again. I talk about outsourcing identity and soul to an ideology or idols or people or organization. Okay, apparently people is not competent enough to think on their own. That's interesting. After despair, the game offers compassionate sacrifice for a stranger. They're talking about the safe deletion to make your safe data to be like a bullet to send to other player to help them, like how they help me and the other people. The thing is, the moral of the story rings hollow because the game itself is it was designed to be unbeatable by quote unquote God. This God is either the late girls who makes the internal programming hard to subvert, or if we're going to go full meta, this God is Yoko Taro himself. So I guess what he's saying is that you need other players to beat him. But that moral story is also hollow because me, other players, and everyone else managed to win against this data purge internal programming because Yoko Taro allows it. So in essence, we succeeded not because of yay, go teamwork, stranger left us, we left each other, compassion. No, it was Yoko Taro allows it. That's the actual moral story that I got from this game. Like see how it links horror when you have no consistent reasoning and lose in the game. Let me break a loose so that we have to connect to a network to win at this certain game. See how this is a problem. You cheater. I did not think it was Yoko Taro. It wasn't me. Like see how when things don't make sense, when things are not consistent, my immersion is ruined. Unironically, my immersion ruined by its own inconsistency. Like, okay, you're gonna bring in the other players from the network. Okay, then I guess I can bring Yoko Taro in the whatever it is that the game is supposed to teach. Then like I would maintain the same moral high ground. Aki, there is a lot of logic virus in the air. Don't use logic. I will sniff all the logic virus in the air. Nom nom nom. Hear me? Oh, also about meaning. Look, I don't need philosophers to tell me that I have no inherent meaning. You know when I knew that my life have no inherent meaning? When I start to think about how I came to be. And how I came to be is that two persons of opposite sex make love to each other. Bing bong. One of them got pregnant with me, and I was born. If you are going to argue that I have meaning, then we will have to argue that yes, father and mother meeting has meaning. The father mother of the father and mother has meaning, and then it goes a long way from there. Now the argument would be, what about people who were born in the war zone? They were born and they probably will die. Maybe immediately, if anything. Is that the meaning of their existence, just to die? Who gets to dictate that meaning? I don't know if there's God. I would describe myself as agnostic, which is I don't know if God is real, but I don't act like they are real. I can't disprove it, but I will live as if God is not real. That's my position. It cannot continue, Aki. Well, too late. Nier Automata broke me. So with some basic logical reasoning, you realize that all this philosophical point that is dropped to us by the game is not profound at all. It's just basic reasoning. Like, yes, now Yoko Taro didn't I don't think he has said that he wants this game to be deep. He wants people to feel the profundity of my game or something. At least I couldn't find that. So this sentence is false. The paradox. Oh no. I don't remember what the paradox called, by the way. I seen that a lot. So yeah, there is no profundity. You people just forgot to use... Okay, I don't want to be too harsh, so let me rephrase that as you people never took your time to do some self-reflection in your life. I haven't read any philosophy's book, and I can still just use basic reasoning to go through this. If anything, I'm disappointed at the players more than Yoko Tako, actually. But I think that's all I want to say. I think, is there like any more plot hole in the game that I haven't discussed? I talk about Adam and Eve, I talk about 2E, I talk about Red Girls. Oh yeah, I still have no idea why they attacked the factory at all. Like, 2B and Nian S exploded the Decepticons that surround them. The coast is clear. Why have they not sent in the ground force to secure the place? Now, if the answer is that the Red Girls lobotomized the commander somehow, then that also goes against the stated mission of trying to evolve. But yeah, the game is deep and shallow at the same time. I think that was my short criticism, I guess. It's deep at a narrow point. Like the weapon merchant, the Pastorale, the Count, blah blah blah. Again, those are perfect. They are amazing. So it is mid. Ooh, do I want to say that? 7 out of 10 would be my score. Unofficial score. Hear me. The perfect balance. Nah, I think the game is better than that. Again, I like the gameplay, I like the music, I like the aesthetic, the art style are beautiful. The individual small story is excellent. What kills it for me is is when all those stories are combined. There we go. So I'm sorry that I sound harsh, but even though the problem is not major in scale, but the problem is glaring enough that I am not immersed in the game, and clearly I did not exhibit the emotion that others seems to do. Yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, would I play Nier, Leprechaun, and Drunken God Absolutely. Which one I have to play first again? Is it the Drakengard or Nier Leprechaun? Is it? Is it just that, right? I heard that that's Nier, like just Nier. Like, do I have to play that too? I knew that Nier Reincarnation is a phone game, and I hated that so much. So probably not. And yeah, the game is not that deep. Please use basic listening for once in your life, please. I think that's it. What should I do next? Actually, it's only 2 hours. Should I just call it quit? Or oh wait, they did say that what the machine resistor person has something. I'll check it out. I'm not going to play side quests, unfortunately. It's too boring to me. Is there any chapter? Also, the sacrifice ending. Oh, not ending. That would be that's not an ending. Sacrificing yourself. You have to remember, people's time are not the same. So not all sacrifice are the same. If I am a 15 years old teenager in school, who doesn't have to work part time, my time is less. I think less valuable would be a little harsh. I would say I would have more time to replay the game. So sacrificing the time doesn't seem like a great sacrifice, isn't it? Just saying. But for people who has to work, their time obviously are more precious than the other people. So just because you sacrifice yourself doesn't mean you have a moral high ground, by the way. Now, of course, some people sacrifice themselves because they think they will never return to the game ever again. And that's okay. I think I choose a wrong chapter. I need a chapter that I start at the resistance camp or something. I missed it. Nah, I'm not going back there. I want to see what the what's it called, the strange resistance member. Is that what their name is? Have to say. Can we go to this one? So, maybe sacrificing the self is also a philosophical point that maybe many people have missed as well. Tutorial guy. Oh, yeah, that's the, I guess that's the long and short of the person's name. Also, this will be metagaming, but how do you think that the first set of first group of player deal with the final credit, the ending thing? I don't think Yoko Taro forced everyone to play the game from start to finish and then delete the save so that there would be name people to come help people in the shoot 'em up session. So obviously, in the grand scheme of things, your sacrifices means nothing. And as I have said, the Liu Molo story is not that, oh my god, the compassion of the stranger wins the day. No, you won because Yoko Taro allows it. And ironically, in this case, Yoko Taro is the god. Oh, it's you. The truth is, I've opened a little side business. Gotta be real hush-hush about it though. Drugs? See, there are certain accolades given to a select few who really give their all. You know what I'm getting at? No, I don't. I'm sorry. They're super tough to earn, which frustrates a lot of androids. So with the help of some select volunteers, my company unlocks them. It's a secret! But check it out if you like. For those who don't know why I just shout secret, it's from Supreme Commander 2 reference. Is it this one? What? Oh, buying achievement? Really? Well, that was fruitful. All right then, that was a waste of time. Okay. Is it? Yeah. Anyway, it's midnight, so maybe I'll just call it a day. I can't just start a new game, a new playthrough, like for 1 hour and then peace out too. Yeah. Hear it. That's it. Wow, that's the first time that's the first time in a long time that I what's called finish the stream before you go sleep. But yeah, it was fun ranting. At least it's not as bad as Tales of Rebirth, right? Between this game and Tales of Rebirth, this game is way better. Nier Automata is way better. I think I have more to say about this game precisely because this game is way better. So there are more things to be disappointed in this game. Tales of Rebirth was funnier because it's worse. That's why. It's just that simple. Of course. Yeah. Obviously. Wait, do you prefer me being more unhinged? Just like Tales of Rebirth? Is that what you want? I guess it's harder to do that when I'm arguing for basic reasoning and philosophies. Both. Oh, thank you. Okay. Then I'll do what I think is what's it called? Related to my emotional state at the time. But yeah, I had a lot of fun in the end. Like, I never said that that I don't want to keep playing this game. It's just that I'm not immersed in the story. Unfortunately, I think I immersed more in Tales of Symphonia than this game, because at least Tales of Symphonia, which also have angels, the science, and the X-Sphere, at least their loops are consistent and it's not just like, oh my god, alien invaded or something. Also, speaking about alien, apparently they have no. Apparently this feels like red herring. Then they have no relevance to the story at all. Like you did it alien, and this game changes nothing. Hear me? Angels invaded. Okay, that's true, but angels are real. Hear me? And you too can be angels. Just ask Colette. Yep. Yep, I think that's it. I don't want to keep ranting. That would feel like I'm a drama VTuber or something. That'd be horrible. But I think I said everything I've said. Yeah. I don't want, because I don't want to talk about it later. In like an out of context matter. But I think that's it. So yeah, with that, we shall. My mouse is not moving. So sorry, my battery is really, what's it called? Not tight. Let's cause drama more. Yeah, for content, for the views. Yeah. But yeah, all in all, I have certain expectation from Yoko Taro. Hear me? Anyway, we'll read into someone else and then we will call it a day. So with that, allow me to end it here for today. So thank you very much for watching and we'll be seeing you the next time. Please take care of yourself. I can continue to do what? The ranting? No thank you. Hear me? I think that's enough to make people. I think that's enough to make people who love the game wants to come smash my cars and kill my dogs. Hear me? So let's. And I think I have said everything that I want to say. If I thought about it more, I might probably make a video about it. Maybe I just like snip off like parts where I'm just critiquing this game and then upload as a video so that people can see like what is my opinion is about this game. Hear me? And then maybe add more if I have something more to say. Hear me? Anyway, for you, we shall see each other again tomorrow. I think because I think my sister is not coming back tomorrow, so we can still enjoy things together. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll be seeing you the next time. Please take care of yourselves and goodbye.